Peace, peace, Negroes. I'm back with another lesson. Alright. I was given some very, very hardcore information revolving what our ancestors saw in the sky in the book of Exodus. What was guiding Moses. Okay. Now what I want to do is, this is going to tie back into predators exposed, UFOs and things like that. Okay, the chariots of the Most High. Now, what I want to do is, I want to give a special shout out to Lee Jizzle. Okay. So what I did was, before I was on my way to work yesterday, and I had prayed to the Most High. I said, Heavenly Father, Almighty Nigga, I asked you to give me a sign to show that your chariots are real. So when I had got finished putting this lesson up yesterday, Predators Exposed, this brother came like no less than probably 10 minutes later and said, hey brother, I got some information I need to show you. And he said, what's your email address? His name is Lee Jizzle. He subscribes to my channel. Okay? And he provided me with images that's going to correspond to the Bible. So he sent me these images, right? Okay? We're going to look at these images. Alright? That's not what I want. I want... Okay. Check this out. Check this out. What does that look like to you? If you can see that. This is your pillar of cloud by day. This photo was taken. Somebody took a photo of this. He sent this to me. So look at the clouds and look at that. That's a cloud. That's your pillar of cloud by day. Okay? So we're going to go into this book right here called Flying Saucers in the Bible. Flying Saucers in the Bible. So what did Moses see? And the children of the Negroes, the Grecians. So check this out. Trying to get you Negroes to understand what's going on here. So it says, UFOs, the Most High's transportation, he rides in something. It says, lo, he comes with clouds descending. It says that here. It says here that many times in the Old Testament, the clouds are mentioned as means of travel. For instance, Psalms 104 speaks of the Most High saying, the Most High Heavenly Father Nigga says, who make up the clouds his chariots. Also in the Old Testament, it says, how about this for prophecy? Daniel 7:13 and 14, he says, I saw in the night visions and beheld one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to ancient days, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. And there was given unto him dominion and glory and a kingdom, that all peoples, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. The most remarkable cloud we read about in the Bible is the pillar of cloud that went with the children of the Negroes and guided them when they were brought out of Egypt. In Exodus 14:19 and 20, we read of how it would change positions as the circumstances warranted it. It glowed at night and made a light for the whole camp of the Negroes. But in the daytime, it was a thick gray mass that protected them from the hot, burning desert sun. In the 20th verse mentioned above, it tells us how when they were engaged in battle, or when the Egyptians drew near the Negroes, this huge object moved between the enemy and the Negroes and would glow on the sides of the Negroes, thus giving them light to to perform their camp duties, while on the side of the Egyptians it was dark. You see that? Exodus 16 chapter, it says, when the children of the Grecians had been murmuring and complaining, and Aaron had called them together to deliver a lecture on ingratitude, we are told in the 10th verse that they looked toward the wilderness, and behold, the glory of the Most High appeared in the cloud. So evidently this was some kind of vehicle that hovered over them, stood on in beside them, glowed when necessary, and put out some kind of vapor that condensed and kept a continual cloud over them to protect them from the sun, and maybe to protect them and to protect the people from the burning, from the radiation burns. Now, Exodus 19:19 we read, and the Most High Negroes said unto Moses, Lo, I come unto thee in a thick cloud, and when the people may hear when I speak to thee, and believe thee forever. So he's speaking to them out of this chariot. This chariot is a vehicle that he's riding in. Okay, he's riding in something. All right. Now, let's do this. So it says that he was riding a pillar of cloud by day and fire by night. Give me 1 second. A pillar of cloud by fire by day. Fire by night and by day. Give me 1 second. No, I'm gonna make a part 2 to this. Okay. So what you got here? Let's go to the next one. He sent me this. So he says, this is in Moscow, Russia. It was moving behind that building. He says, I screenshot from a video that's been taken down. He screenshot this from a video that was taken down. This is in Moscow, this is in Russia. This is your pillar of cloud by day. And let's see the pillar of cloud by night. One second. And these are some more images that he took, that he sent to me. I had not even looked at these yet. But let's see. In 1 second. See, these Negroes is flying in these spaceships. It's niggas. I'm trying to find the other one. In 1 second. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me go on my phone and get it. I'm having a hard time getting it on my in my pictures. Right here. This is another one he sent me. Look at that. He said that this one is damn near. This one is on the ground. This one is damn near on the ground. He makes the cloud his chariots, his covering. Look at this, man. This is your pillar of cloud by day. He said this is in Mexico. This baby was damn near on the ground. Let's go to another one. He said, I think this one is in Switzerland. This is your pillar of fire by night. Come on, man. You gonna deny this? Come on, man. So let's go back here. So, who made the song Swing Low, Swing Chariot? Swing Low, Swing Chariot is an American Negro spiritual. The earliest known recording was in 1909 by the Fisk Jubilee Singers of Fisk University. In 2002, the Library of Congress honored the song as one of 50 recordings chosen that year to be added to the National Recording Registry. Now, let's go here. It says history. Swing Low, Swing Chariot was written by Wallace Willis, a Choctaw freedman in the old Indian territory in what is now Choctaw County, near the county seat of Hugo, Oklahoma, sometime after 1865. Listen to this. It says he may have been inspired by the sight of the Red River, by which he was toiling, which reminded him of the Jordan River and of the prophet Elijah's being taken to heaven by a chariot, 2 Kings 2:11. Some sources claim that this song, and Still Away, also sung by Willis, had lyrics that referred to the Underground Railroad, to freedom movement that helped black people escape from southern slavery to the north and Canada. It says they talk about the Jubilee Singers. Now we're gonna tie the Jubilee Singers to, if you take out singers, you have Jubilee. And what do you have? We know that we have a book called the Book of Jubilees. This is all we're about niggas, man, by Negroes. So let's go here to Wallace Willis, right? This right here, so Wallace Willis is a Negro, and it says Wallace Willis was a Choctaw freedman living in the Indian Territory in what is now Choctaw County, near the city of Hugo, Oklahoma. His dates are unclear, perhaps 1820 to 1880. Listen to this. He is credited with composing, probably before 1860, several Negro spirituals. Listen to this. Willis received his name from his owner, Britt Willis, probably in Mississippi, the ancestral home of the Choctaws. So he was a slave. Now check this out. To show that the Negroes and the Indians are not the same people, check this out. Let's click on Choctaw freedmen. So it said the Choctaw freedmen were indigenous people of color who were granted citizenship in the Choctaw Nation. Alright? So as you keep on going down here, check this out. It says, like other Native American tribes, the Choctaw had customarily held slaves as captains from warfare. Look to this. As they adopted elements of European culture, such as larger farms and plantations, they began to adapt their system to that of purchasing and holding chattel slavery, and holding chattel slave workers of African American descent. American Indians, the Native American Indians, had Negroes as slaves. So there's your nail in the coffin with that false ass 12 tribes chart. It's BS. They're lying to you. These camps are lying to you. This is the proof. It's on the damn Wikipedia. And they admitting this stuff. So it says here that Musha Latubi had slaves, as did many other European men, generally fur traders who married into the Choctaw Nation. You see that? Indians had slaves. Indians had Negroes as slaves, man. Let's click on this Musha Latubi. Let's look on this. Musha Latubi. He's an Indian. He's an Native Indian. He's not a Negro. He's not a Negro. They know the difference between Negroes and Indians, man. You're not an Indian. You're a Negro. If you're an African Negro, you're a nigger. You're not a Native American Indian. Native American Indians weren't on slave boats. Just because they got brown skin, doesn't make them a nigger. Don't make them a Negro. The damn Wikipedia is telling your ass, but you still want to believe me. You want to believe these false ass camps. Talking about some Native American Indians. Get the hell out of here, man. They're lying to you. But let's keep on going. We're not done yet. So, let's go here to. So Wallace Willis was a slave. He was a Negro slave. All right. So let's click on Negro spirituals. Negro, it says spirituals or Negro spirituals. Who are the Negroes? The Negresians. Songs that were created by African Americans. Okay, spirituals were originally an oral tradition that imparted Christian values while also describing the hardships of slavery. Although spirituals were originally unaccompanied monophonic unison songs, they are best known today in harmonized chorale arrangements. So let's keep on going. So your Negro spirituals, this is where your blues, gospel music comes from. It comes from Negroes. Jazz comes from niggas. Terminology and origin. The term spiritual is derived from spiritual song, from the King James Bible translation, Ephesians 5:19, which says, quote, speaking to yourselves in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing and making melody in your heart to nigger. Slave songs of the United States. The first major collection of Negro spirituals was published in 1867. Are you hearing this? Are you hearing this? Are you seeing this, man? Let's see what else we got. Let's go here to okay, let's go here to the Jubilee Singers. Watch this. Let's click on the Jubilee Singers. Let's see what that is. So the song Swing Low, Sweet Chariot is a Negro spiritual. Is a Negro spiritual. And it was recorded in 1909 by the 5th Jubilee Singers of 5th University. So let's click on so this image, this is what Moses was guided in the wilderness. A pillar of fire by night, and you have a pillar of fire, pillar of cloud by day. Look at that, man. One of the brothers texted my phone and said, hey man, that a spaceship? Who's in these spaceships? Niggas. Niggas were guiding Negroes. Were guiding the Negresians amongst the enslavement. They were enslaved under the Egyptians. Okay? Now, so this is your pillar of fire, pillar of cloud by day, and this is your pillar of fire by night. Now, let's go to the other one. Like I said, I thank the brother for sending these images. Look, this is your pillar of cloud by day. Look at this, man. This is a spaceship. It's blended in with the clouds. He says, I make the clouds my chariots a covering. I cover in thick darkness. Now, let's go here to the 5th Jubilee Singers. Let's look on the 5th Jubilee Singers are an African American a cappella ensemble consisting of students at Fisk University. So, it says that these 5th Jubilee Singers, right here, these are Negroes. These are niggas. Okay, these are the Grecians. Now, let's go down here, and it says here that let's see. The singers were organized as a fundraising effort for Fisk University. Now, let's go here. So here on the Wikipedia, you can click on this song and you can hear it. Right? Now, let's see here. Check this out. Check this out. So it says here that the group and their pastor, Harry Bennett, prayed about whether to continue with the tour. They were going on tour singing this song. And it says, White went off to pray as well. It says, this guy named White, it says here that he believed that they needed a name to capture audience attention. The next morning, he met with the singers and said, children, it shall be Jubilee singers in memory of the Jewish year of Jubilee, the Grecian year of Jubilee. This was a reference to Jubilee described in the book of Leviticus in the Bible. And each 50th Pentecost was followed by a year of Jubilee in which all slaves would be set free. Since most of the students at Fisk University and their families were newly freed slaves, the name Jubilee Singers seemed fitting. The Jubilee Singers' performances were a departure from the familiar black minstrel genre of white musicians performing in blackface. Are you hearing this? Are you hearing this? Now, check this out. Check this out. Let's go here. So we got the history of Swing Low, Swing Chariot that was performed by our Negro ancestor, the Grecian. And we have the Jubilee Singers. That goes back to the book of Jubilees. This book is written by Negroes, man. The Bible is written by Negro people, niggas. Now, let's click on here, African American, right? Check this out. Check this out. So it says African Americans, also referred to as Black Americans or Afro Americans, right? And it says they are an ethnic group of Americans with total or partial ancestry from any of the black racial groups of Africa. Now check this out. Let's see here. So check this out. It said this is when you get your. They say that our history starts in the 16th century. This is where you get this from. When you look at Wikipedia, it says that African American history starts in the 16th century. But that's the part. That's your transatlantic slave trade. But it's the transatlantic slave trade starts in the 1400s. So you get our history goes all the way back to the beginning. Our history predates the 16th century. When you go to the second N-word, we're gonna prove the damn Wikipedia wrong. We're gonna prove the damn Wikipedia wrong right now. Go to the second N-word, and it says that we were known as niggas, Negroes. What they have in Wikipedia, African Americans, Blacks, Americans, Negroes, we were known as Negroes from niggas. We were known as niggas from the beginning of time. It is not a white word nor a Latin word. It existed before white people or any other people had a written language. So our language predates the Egyptian hieroglyphics. Any language that you can try to pull out the crack of your ass, guess what? It's not going to predate the Grecian language. And that is the pure language that the Most High is talking about in Zephaniah 3:9. He says he's going to return to his people the pure language. What language? The Grecian language is lost. That's the language that he's talking about. That's the language that he spoke to Adam and Eve, nigger and knocker. So it says here that, let's see. The greeting of nigger and nigger was prevalent and the same as brother in the U.S. until the 1940s. Okay? Um, so like I said, you can check this site out on your own. Okay? N means from or belonging to, G equals from or beginning, and R equals the source. So NGR means from or belonging to the source, the first original people. Okay? Now I've been over this before. You can read this on your own. Okay? You can read this on your own. We were known as Negresians. It says we were known as Negresians in the U.S. and globally through the early 1900s, until they on their own gave us a new name. So we were known as the Grecians from ancient times in the beginning all the way up until now, all the way up until the 1900s, and then our name got changed. We were never known as Hebrew Israelites. Never. Prove it. Bring me the oldest text you can find, not some damn Dead Sea Scrolls. We predate that junk. We predate that garbage. That's trash. That's garbage. That's why I said it. It's garbage. So, in my video, in my lesson on the predators exposed, the predators are niggers. The predators are the ones who is flying in this pillar of cloud by day and fire by night. Okay? Give me 1 second. Alright, let's keep on going. Now check this out. Let's click on so now we're clicking on African American history, right? And it goes into this stuff. Right? Now check this out. It says listen what the Wikipedia says. Most African Americans are descendants from Africans brought directly from Africa to America to become slaves. Originally captured in African wars or raids and transported in the Atlantic slave trade. So it says the major ethnic groups that the enslaved Africans belonged to included the Hausa, the Bakanga, the Igbo, the Mandi, Wolof, the Akan, Fan, the Yoruba, and Makel, and many others. Now there was something I came across here that it said that okay. 1 second. There's something I'm looking for. Give me 1 second. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay. I don't think I'm not making this stuff up. In 1 second. But you can read this on your own. Like, look at this picture right here. The first slave auction at New Amsterdam in 1655 by Howard Pye. Look at this, man. All these white people bidding on this Negro. All these white people are bidding on this Negro. The first slave auction in Amsterdam in 1655. So, when we go to this book right here, 1 second. So, this is the first slave auction at New Amsterdam in 1655 by Howard Pye. Look at this. All these white people are bidding on this Negro. This is documented history. So, let's see, can we confirm this is history? Well, when we go here to auction sales, in this book right here, Jews selling blacks, these are Jews. These are white people. Jews selling blacks, slave sale advertised by American Jews. Auction sales, valuable family of field Negroes. On the back of this book, the Jewish Encyclopedia admits the cotton plantations in many parts of the South were wholly in the hands of the Jews. And as a consequence, slavery found its advocates among them. So they're being sold off on auction blocks. And let's go in this book right here and see. Can we confirm this picture? What's been documented in history? Yes, we can. So you have here ads. You have ads. Okay? By Cohen and Moses, this day, the 14th, at 12 o'clock, will be sold before our store 20 prime Negro slaves. Negroes. Monday, the 17th, 11 o'clock, will be sold before our store 24 prime Negroes. Okay, and I can go on and on. I went over this before. Taken up by the subscriber, a Negro named Jim, about 5 feet, was 5 feet 5 or 5 feet 6 inches high. 20 years old, had on a white Negro cloth jacket and trousers. Says he formerly belonged to Emmanuel Cox, who sold him to Captain Hall of the Maryland line, who was killed. Are you hearing this? I can go on and on and on. Now, let's go back here. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay. Give me 1 second. All right. So let's go back here to let's go back in this book right here. Flying saucers in the Bible. Right? So people talk about they went to the moon. They say they went to the moon, right? But what about the Van Allen radiation belt? What about that? All right? So listen to this. Let's read the back of this. It says, "Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him." It says, "Do UFOs herald a second coming?" In Luke 21:25, it says the Messiah says before his return that there should be signs in the sky. All of humankind will see the Son of the Most High coming in a cloud. What cloud? What cloud is he coming in? He's coming in this. He's coming in this. Your UFOs, what's been talked about, and what the so-called white man said. Let's go back here to giant black people on UFOs. Alright, so we're going to go back here to this link right here. Giant black people on spaceships. So who was leading Moses by the pillar of cloud by day and fire by night? Who was that? Who was leading Moses in this? This is your pillar of cloud by day, and this is your pillar of fire by night. Who's in this? Negroes. The Most High. His son. He's a Negro. He's a nigger. The angels are niggers. So let's keep on going. It says, do these as well as other biblical passages refer to the Messiah's reappearance in a giant spaceship which will be visible from all parts of the world? Should the holiest of texts be re-examined in the light of modern knowledge of space travel and UFO sightings? Huh? Let's go back here, and it says that he was taken up in a cloud, right? Check this out. Let's go back here to let's see. Listen to this. It says, listen to Acts 1 and 9. Acts 1 and 9. It says that in Acts 1 and 9, what did it say? So you go to the book of Acts. I'm proving all things. Book of Acts, chapter 1. What the hell was he taken up in? We know the clouds are nothing but vapors of water. So you think he was taken up in the clouds? No, he was taken up in a damn spaceship, and that ship that was cloaked. It was cloaked in it. It was cloaked. He was taken up in the cloud. This. He was taken up in this. So we go to Acts 1 and 9. Acts 1 and 9. And listen to this. Check it out, man. Listen to this. So back in their day, when they described a chariot and a whirlwind, they were describing UFOs because they didn't have another way of explaining it because they had to use their language they were speaking in at that time. They wasn't using modified words that we use today to describe a UFO, but their chariot was their way of describing a UFO. So it says in the King James Version, it says, and when he had spoken these things while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. When he was resurrected, and they came and moved the stone, right? Okay? And it says here that, this is Acts 1:11. It says, men of Galilee, they said, why do you stand here looking into the sky? This same Messiah, who has been taken from you into heaven, will come back the same way you have seen him go into heaven. So it said he was taken up in the cloud. It says every eye is going to see him. So it says that when the Messiah ascended into heaven, the Bible tells us in Acts 1:9 that he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. Listen to this. It says a cloud received him. It says it was already there. The clouds are already there. So what are you talking about? It says it could have been a dull gray vehicle, or it could have been a vapor around the vehicle. At any rate, the disciples that had gathered, over 500 of them, were told that he would come back in exactly the same way he had left. What the hell was he taken up in? This. He was taken up in this. This. It's a damn spaceship. Let's go back to the other image. He was taken up in this. It's niggas that's flying around these ships. This what he's come back in. This. And it's big as hell. Look at this. Look at that. Look how big that is, man. Imagine how many people you can put up inside that thing. And it's cloaked with the clouds. So just imagine how many times you done looked up in the sky and you might not have even been aware that you're looking at a damn spaceship. This mess is cloaked. This is cloaked with the atmosphere. All right, Mr. White Man, come on, tell us something about these. Who's on these spaceships? Who's on these craft? Let's see what he says.
Okay, but if there are craft, there are beings.
Okay, people who have asked for you
white man said he called them vehicles. Vehicles. So let's go to the damn let's type in chariots. And let's click on the damn Strong's number. All right. Chariots. All right. So you got chariots. So Ezekiel, who is this? Who is this? Zachariah. Zachariah's song. He says, and I turned and looked into my eyes and looked, and behold, there came 4 chariots out from between the mountains, and the mountains were mountains of brass. Let's look at the damn Strongs. Right? And let's go to chariots. And here's the Hebrew word, 48:18. And what does it say? Chariot, a makaba. A chariot. And what is it? What is the chariot? It's a ride. You ride. It's something you ride in. It's a vehicle. A chariot. A vehicle. A vehicle. What does white man just say?
I call them vehicles. No, I did not call them objects. This was too new for me. I had a Stanford professor say you ought to call them objects. No. They have all of the qualities of a vehicle. They can move. You know, they're just like a missile or anything like that.
He said they have all the qualities of a vehicle. They can move. They can do. What do we use to get around in the air? An airplane. So wouldn't it make logical sense that he flies around in a ship to ride around in the air? If he's a man, why wouldn't he use transportation to get around and fly around in? He ain't just no damn spirit. What common sense would that make for a spirit to need to ride around in a damn spaceship, in a craft, in an automobile for traveling purposes? Spirits don't need to travel in vehicles to get around because they're non-solid objects. They can go through walls. But if you are solid, you need something to get around in. Come on, Mr. White Man, give us some more.
That much we can say about them. For sure.
Okay.
So I'm calling them in. Okay, somebody comes along and says, well, where would you manufacture one that's 2.5 earthly small? And that's a hard question to answer.
So are you not positing the idea that those vehicles contain, beings who are, maybe like us?
Yeah, I only go along with garment images. And if you want to know about people kind of thing, there is the chip that picked
skin cutting off?
Dark black,
Black skin.
really black.
Were they tall?
He said they saw black people getting off the spaceship. Who do they call black people? Who the hell do they call black people? He said he saw people with black skin getting off. Who they refer to as black people? Black Americans, African Americans, Negroes, as niggas, as Negroes that's flying around in spaceships. The Most High, our Heavenly Father, the Creator, everything you see he's a Negro. He's a nigger. His name is Nigger, and he flies around in a damn spaceship. He's flying around in this. He's flying around in this, man. So in the book of Luke, when it says that they saw the star of Bethlehem, we know the stars don't move. Stars don't travel. You might see a shooting star, but it says here that in the book, what is that? So this is what they saw, like the star of Bethlehem. They saw this. They saw a damn spaceship. That's what they saw, man. See the people in the Bible, they can only use the words that they can use at that particular time and juncture to describe what the hell they was looking at. Okay? Luke 21:27, it says, and then they shall see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. What the hell? He's coming in a cloud. What the hell is that? He's in a damn cloud. He's cloaked. He's coming back in this big ass thing. Why do you think they got the movie called Independence Day? Why do you think they got the movie called Black Panther? Why do you think they got the movie called Predator? They got you thinking it's aliens coming back, but it's him. When the Most High, the Heavenly Father, gives the Son the command to go ahead, to go, oh, he's coming, baby. He's coming. Guess what? All I can say is, I told you. You wouldn't believe me. You don't want to believe me. I'm proving all things, and other brothers is coming on my channel, leaving me precious gems for me to bring out. This is what Moses was guided by in the wilderness. He was guided by a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. That's what it was. Try to debunk this. All you people are doing, come on my channel talking this trash. When I click on your icon, I don't see no videos of, no lessons. In the New Testament, Mark 14:62 says, and the Messiah said, I am, and ye shall see the Son of Man sitting on the right hand of power, and coming in the clouds of heaven. Luke 21:27 says, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with great power and glory. Luke 24:30 says, and they shall see the Son of Man sitting on the right hand of power, and coming in the clouds of heaven. Revelation 1:7 says, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they which pierced him. What the hell is he coming back in? Psalms 104. The Most High nigga says, he says, who maketh the clouds his chariot. What is a chariot? A vehicle. And the clouds is his coverings, cloaked. You can't get any simpler than this. So let's go to Psalms 104. And 3. 104 and 3. Okay? It says, who walks his chariot amongst the clouds, who makes his upper chambers of in the water. Okay, so this is in the Greek, right? So let's click on this. Let's see here. Psalms 104 and 3. Who lay up the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot, who walketh upon the wings of the wind. What the hell is a chariot? A chariot is a vehicle, and the clouds is its covering. It's cloaked. So what you see in your movies, like with Black Panther and all that stuff, when they show that the spaceships go transparent, they go invisible. It's a cloak. It's like stealth. It's like camouflage. Guess what? That's what this nigga is riding in. It's cloaked. It's cloaked. So it says here that in Exodus 14 and 9. In Exodus 14 and 9, let's go to Exodus 14 and 9 real quick. I got 9 more minutes left. Exodus 14 and 9. All I can do is warn you. Exodus 14 and 9. Exodus 14 and 9. Right? And it says, but the Egyptians pursued after them all the horses and chariots of Pharaoh and his horsemen and his army, and overtook them encamping by the sea. Besides, okay, so we got Exodus 14. Exodus 14 and 19. I'm sorry. So this is a party on the Red Sea, and the angel of the Most High, which went before the camp of the Negroes, removed and went behind them. And the pillar of the cloud went from before their face and stood behind them. And it came between the camp of the Egyptians and the camp of the Negroes. And it was a cloud and darkness to them. But it gave light by night to these, so that the one came not near the other all the night. We know the clouds do not give. We look up in the sky tonight and you see clouds out. Clouds do not catch on fire. So what the hell was this cloud that gave them light? This is what they were being guided by. This. Let it be pitch black, and you see this pop up before your face. You're gonna say, man, what the hell is that? It's them. They're in it. This is what the children of the Negroes were guided by. This big ass spaceship. There was a light source for them at night, and by day, it was this. It was this. It was this. A pillar of cloud by day. This was taken in Russia. Moscow, Russia. He said it was moving behind that building. He says, I screenshot from a video that's been taken down. So the people who's reporting these craft flying around, YouTube is censoring it and deleting the videos. Why do you think they're attacking me? Why do you think they shut my videos down, my channel down? They're trying to shut my channel down. Because I want the information out. So this is your pillar of cloud by day, and this is your pillar of fire by night. He said, I think this is Western. All right. Now it says right here, this is an alien, and this is a gray. This is a gray. This is a demon. This is a demon, and this is who Alistair Crowley was involved with when he went to Egypt and slept inside the tomb, in the Egyptian tombs, Egyptian pyramids, and he said he got in contact with a being called Lam Lam, the big-headed Greys. Guess what? That's what he's getting in contact with, this demonic entity. Let's keep on going. What else we got? We got another one. He said this one moved in her backyard. You can see that. You got more. What else you got? He says the giant that was in the ship. He said, I'll send you the video. He said there were at least 3 others. And he said with this one, and that tube that running to his mouth or head are air connected to them all. So this is a picture. You can see that. Okay? This is on the moon. Ain't no one in hell that went to the moon and they saw this. When you back it up, it's an image, it's a face. These are more images. Okay? Now, what I want to do is, like I said, man, this dude provided me with these images. His name is Lee Jizzle. Lee Jizzle. Me and this dude chopped it up over the phone last night. About 3 in the morning. And I prayed and asked the Most High, I said, give me a sign that you can show me what you ride around in, your spaceships look like. And when I got finished putting my lesson up on the predators, or the Negroes, no less than 10 minutes later, here come Lee Jizzle commenting down on my lesson and saying, man, I got some information I want to send you. Try to debunk this. Negroes are riding around in spaceships. You're a pillar of cloud by day and fire by night. Let's see, I got 3 minutes left. This is your pillar of cloud by day. Exodus 14, 19, and 20. It said it glowed at night and made a light for the whole camp of the Negroes. But in the daytime, it was a thick gray mass that protected them from the hot burning desert, from the hot burning sun. So the Most High was riding around in this. Give me 1 second. He said this was taken in Mexico. He said this baby was damn near on the ground. Pillar of cloud by day. You can see that. I want you to see that. Look at that. Pillar of cloud by day. Look how big that thing is. And pillar of fire by night. And the one who came up with the song called Swing Low, Sweet Chariot was a man by the name of Wallace Willis. Wallace Willis was a Negro, and it was written by Wallace Willis. He was a slave under the Native American Indians. He was a slave under the Native American Indians, and he wrote a song called Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. That is a Negro spiritual, referring to the Most High coming back. He's bringing the sun back to save us in these so-called spaceships. Try to debunk this. With that being said, I say peace, peace, peace.